problem 3 times in a short space of time, over and above the 40 infotainment system which they manage.
After driving this car over 45,000 kilometers, let me be honest with you guys. But first, so it's about 6:42 in the morning and I'm about to take this car for service. So this is gonna be its last free, not really free, but last service, because this is the 45,000 service. As you can see, I'm a little bit over. Look at my camera tripping, guys. The camera is not showing anything. Yeah, ne? Sometimes I get like, software glitches on this car. Yeah, that's the only thing I've experienced owning this car is software glitches. So I'm a bit nervous because I'm taking this car with custom exhaust, which is a downpipe. So I'm wondering if they're gonna take my warranty away. And for those who are planning on getting this car, you'll find out the truth today if I'm gonna get that call saying that they've taken my warranty away. Also, there's no engine check lights on the dashboard, as you can see right here. So I'm probably good, because the only way to tell if I have a downpipe is opening the bonnet, or as well as how the car doesn't sound stock. This is actually also the earliest I've been up since a very long time, because I usually get out of bed around 11 p.m. Since we are the Unemployed gang. So I hope there's no traffic on the roads. I'm just hoping so. As well, guys, sometimes being unemployed is not nice. I mean, self-employed, it's not a nice thing, because some months you make a lot of money and some months you don't make a lot of money. So right now I'm just thinking about settling this car off for just right now, just to give me a little bit of a breather. And once I start getting like multiple sources of income, I'll go hard. So it's something that I've been thinking about lately. This hustling life is not guaranteed sometimes, guys. Like a 9 to 5 or working in corporate, which is the same thing. That at the end of the month, on a specific date, you're gonna get how much. Well, when you are self-employed, hey guys, sometimes you can make 50K, sometimes you can make 100K, sometimes you can make nothing at all, So this is we live the life of a hustler. And those who ask me what I do for a living is that I do everything. If a person presents an opportunity to me, I'm jumping in. So I just do everything, guys. I'm just hustling.
You know what I'm saying? Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
So I'm glad that I got to this intersection and there's no traffic. Yo, traffic is usually bad here. I think people are still sleeping because these roads are so confusing. There's so many directions where cars are coming from. Let me just go. So I'm quickly stopping at the garage. I just wanna get something to drink.
Lights out. Door light.
So I got what I needed and let's go. So I just finished booking my car in and I had to wait in the reception to wait for a driver to pick me up and take me back home. And just next to me, there was just these beautiful cars, especially the Golf 8R. Before I get carried away, I had to check this Polo sedan, and what I like about this Polo sedan is the infotainment. It's so big. I hope they do include this on the next Polo generations. So I just picked up my car and this is everything that they did on the service, and it was around 6,000 Rand. So I'm lucky because this is covered under the maintenance plan, so I didn't have to pay a single cent. And I still get to keep my warranty because I have a downpipe and they didn't note anything about that. So that's the nice part. So I just entered the shop to get some snacks and roasted veggies and got this. I love me some peri. So now I'm about to head to this camp because I want to get some toilet papers. I'm out of toilet papers. So yeah, let's go. There's just something about taking your car to service that it feels smoother, it feels faster. So yeah, gotta maintain your car, guys. You gotta maintain your car. So I'm just here at this camp now to get 24 rolls of toilet paper because apparently this camp has the cheapest toilet papers. So let's get it. Got this 18 rolls for 119 Rand. Yeah, it's expensive, guys. I blame COVID for making toilet paper expensive. How does a Polo GTI feel after 2 years? Driving over 45,000 kilometers. Let me explain. Let's start with the wear and tear. One thing that I can tell you is don't let your girl drive your Polo GTI because these rims get scratched easily. Or just have rim and tire cover just to avoid those curb scratches. So this is something that I just recently saw, is that there's a couple of scratches on the rims. I hope it does show on the camera. It looks like crack, like the paint has cracked or something. So this rim, I had it replaced, not really replaced, like refurbished through Tiger Wheel. So I don't know why it's like this. I need to have this replaced or fixed. Since we got that out of the way, let's start with the interior, and that's the leather seats. The leather seats are still in really good condition, but they do tend to wrinkle a little bit. I think that's a VW thing. The stitches are still intact. What I noticed that has worn out has to be the airbag tag besides the seats. This is how it looks like. And since I'm childless, no one occupies the back seats, so the back seats are still looking brand new. This car costs 600,000 Rand all over, brand new. And I feel like VW could have done better. Let me explain. Starting with the doors. I feel like VW could have done better with the doors, especially at the starting price of 570,000 Rand. This is terrible. One thing I can tell you is the dashboard is made out of real good quality, but it does still rattle a little bit, just a little bit. Sometimes it can get on your nerves. VW did so much to cut cost on this car. Let me show you how good quality sounds like. Now this is how bad quality sounds like. Another note to make is how the seat belt buckle does scratch the B pillar. Another thing that irritates me is when you play loud music, there's a rattle coming from this part of a car. The headrest has also held up pretty well after 2 years. Internally, I can tell you right now that the Polo GTI is built sort of cheap, but externally they have used the most premium materials. Now remember Muzi Sambo's car, the Polo GTI, the same one as this one, but the red one? That car had a lot of problems. Now let me tell you my problems that I had. First of all, I had a problem with the indicators. Sometimes it will tell me there's an error. The error would go away when I restart the car, but sometimes it will come and go, but let's say out of 10 times it will come only like once. Secondly, I had another error which has to do with the software, and it was telling me that I have low coolant, even though when I checked the coolant was sufficient, and this is how it looks like. Another thing was with the infotainment. Sometimes it would just restart like that out of nowhere for no reason. This car has some few electronic issues, and that has to do with the software. It doesn't seem as polished and it seems rushed, and you can see where VW really cut costs. Like for this instance, that's the prefaced Polo, and this as well, it's the prefaced Polo. For 600,000 Rand, VW should have respected us. At least they have this gimmick going on that I never use, and it never really works. The verdict is, for 600,000 Rand, the Polo GTI is still the most fastest, the best hatchback, the best looking you can ever get. The only problem is the quality, the cost cutting, as well the software bugs that you get with this car. And honestly, buying this car after watching Muzi's videos, I was so scared. I thought I was gonna have the same issues. But the issues that I have currently, the ones that I talked about on this video, they are really minor. It's just the rattles and the subpar quality that you find on the car. Also, after 2 years, the sunroof still works well, even though sometimes it also rattles a little bit, especially on rough roads. Where VW has really nailed this car, it has to do with the performance, the driving, and the handling. That's why the Polo GTI will be the best hatchback. So another note to make is that this gearbox can be very jerky, especially like on low speeds and like stop and goes. So it can be very jerky. So that's another note you should make. If you got until here, thank you for watching this video, and guys, please do subscribe, and I'll be releasing more videos, and I'll try to release frequently. Thank you.